We are live.
This is 2OF Entertainment.
Oh, you forgot to move the thing. Wow, you're getting old there, Davey. You're getting old there, buddy.
Well, I hope so. It's been a long time.
No different than when I forgot to hit the record button. So we're good.
It's a new show format. I think that's what it is.
I think so. So no snobs or knobs. We used to have a whole bunch of people doing stuff, and I'm standing up for a second because that's what I like to do.
Well,
but anyway,
I mean,
we had a whole bunch of people that would do stuff.
Most people do on the shows. They just get up and leave.
They just walk off. But what we're going to do is we're looking for a new host because Morton now has a show called Ad Hoc. It's doing phenomenal. And he started here. Riza started here, and now he's got Habana Cigars and Drinks and whatever, which is doing phenomenal on the channel. So if you think you have talent, because we certainly don't, and you want to be a host of No Snobs or Knobs, reach out to us. You got to do it every week, though.
Yeah,
Can't be clever.
It's a sort of I think, it's sort of in its essence, it's a magazine show. It's sort of stuff that just kind of happens.
Yeah,
and or you want to come on and have a rant. I mean, we haven't got a rant show on the channel, so maybe we should just come on.
We could do No Snobs or Knobs could be a rant.
Yeah,
that would be pretty cool.
Ranting about no snobs or knobs. Yeah.
Talk about Karens and stuff. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Anyway, if you think you'd like to be a host, we've done this a couple times, and every now and then we're very lucky. We do get people that go, "Hey, I'd be a host of that show," and it works.
Yeah.
Hence how we got the original No Snobs or Knobs. Now we have Ad Hoc. We have a whole thing for you people that have never seen us before. If you go to our playlist, we've got about 25 shows, and there's something for everybody. You got the porno, the bondage. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's on OnlyFans.
No.
Here we've got all nice stuff.
No, that's your browser history you're talking about.
My browser. I get that confused all the time. So, but anyway, welcome to No Snobs or Knobs. Thank you for joining. If you like cigars and scotch, Habanos is I think airs every Saturday morning, whether at 7 a.m. New York City time, Eastern time. You can get that. You can get that on podcasting wherever you get your podcast, or you can catch it here on YouTube if you want to look at how pretty the hosts and the scotches and cigars are. And they have dinner guests.
Not sure what that is in real money, but there you go. $9 Eastern, something like that. Yeah. No idea what that is.
So what are we going to do today on No Snobs?
I was slightly concerned. It's either the camera angle or you have the largest mug in the history of mugs.
I have the largest hug in the mystery of mugs. I do. That's my Milo mug.
Because it looks like Milo. After the angle, I have no idea what Milo is. This is something that you have to drink from the top.
Even Roll knows what Milo is. If you remember, there was a show we did about 2 years ago with Roll. We talked about Milo
2 minutes ago, Stephen. So
okay, but 2 years ago we did a show with Roll, talked about Milo, and I brought up this mega green can of Milo. So I use Milo instead of coffee. Okay, it's basically crack cocaine for kids. So I'm a kid.
Right.
There you go.
Okay. I mean, because Milo could be anything. It could be a sort of, it could be a complaint you have at old age. You know what I mean? But it might be the camera angle, but from where I'm looking at it, that mug looks the same size as your head.
I think it is actually. It's a small mug. It's only 42 liters. So that's a good.
42 liters. Yeah. I mean, that's bigger than some people's apartment here in Holland.
Oh, excuse me. Yes.
No, I was going to say Gesundheit. Yeah. And happy Passover, by the way. I understand I get passed over quite a lot. I'm not quite sure.
You do. I do. I know we do that here at the show constantly on the channel. People say, "What about David?" I'm like, "David who?" And they're like, "Oh,
no, exactly. Just pass him over.
Just pass him over." No, so yes, this is Passover for my people. So thank you very much. Yeah. We're very happy.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to Temple.
Yeah. I mean, I've no idea. I mean, is this like a Hollywood? What Hollywood day are we on now? Do we know?
No Snobs or Knobs airs on Saturday mornings.
Okay.
Right after the Lost Dollar Business Club, and in between Havana nights.
Right. So it's a belated start to the Passover then.
Yeah, Passover is already here. Let me get you let me get the dates of Passover.
Okay.
Because I'm a fake Jew. I don't know the dates. All right.
Yeah.
So Passover, just so we're clear, it began at sundown on Monday, April 22nd, and it will end the evening of Tuesday, April 30th. So there you go. So Passover, we still have a few more days to all our Jewish friends. Happy Passover. So there you have it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
There you go.
Yeah. So I was a bit. Yeah. I mean, we didn't want to let the show go no snobs and knobs because we kind of started and it was fun. So we're sort of, let's be honest, it's on crutches at the moment as to whether or not we can keep it moving forward. But I thought it would be fun to have some just a few news items and then let you pick one and let you have a rant.
Okay.
You have a point of view. So
because I don't like to rant.
I know you don't like to rant. So you have a choice between 1 and 6 to start off with.
Wow.
And, there you go, 1 of 6 things. So
the 6 rants I have a choice of. The Rolling Stones set to play New Orleans jazz. I love the Stones, so that's not happening. U.S. Airlines will now require
I have something to say about cash.
Okay. Number 2, U.S. Airlines will now be required to give automatic cash refunds for canceling delayed flights. I'm liking that one. Japan's lunar lander wasn't built to survive weeks-long lunar night. It's still going after. Okay.
After three lunar nights. Yeah.
3 lunar nights. Got it. Okay. Martian skies over Athens. Sure. Greece capital turns into an orange hue with dust clouds from North African fire. Interesting. Excitement is building for the 2024 Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm here.
Not really. But there you go.
Yeah. Without cameras to go live, the Trump trial is providing the potential, the potency of live blogs as news tools. Yeah, we can rant on that one.
Do you want to start, or do you want me to start? I mean,
please. You pick one of the 6, and you start.
Well, 2 really immediately connected. The
2?
first one is the Rolling Stones. I mean, come on, just enjoy the money. That's all I can say. Just enjoy the money. Don't embarrass yourself by dressing up like you're 16 and.
Yeah, but they're 80 years old, David. God bless them, man. When you're 80 years old, I hope you're still doing stuff. I mean, I know Annette's hoping you're still doing stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, I hope I'm still breathing. But really, there comes a stage when it's. I mean, they don't need the money. It's not. I mean, there's a band, a British band called.
But don't they enjoy it?
The Dave Clark 5. I was listening to that. Now, Dave Clark 5 were around the same time as the Beatles, and they've just come out and they're now doing another. They're doing their first tour in a number of years. Average age of the band 80. Now,
that's the Rolling Stones.
So you say, well, what are you doing it for? He said, well, because I got a crap pension. I got that. Understand that.
I don't think Mick Jagger and his guys have a crap pension. I think they're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I think we're good there.
No,
I think they just like performing, and they don't want to be home with their wives or kids. I don't blame them.
And why would you go to a jazz festival? And is it because his roots are in rhythm and blues. Really?
Yeah. Well, because New Orleans needs all the help they can get, and they're like, hey, listen, let's get a bunch of old guys, and because old people listen to jazz, no cool young people, unless it's Miles Davis.
And this is the intro music to this show, of course, which is really hip and with it, and down with the kids or whatever it is.
Sure, down with the kids. Every kid that's at a geriatric home.
All that stuff you've got to do.
I don't think they can see that part. They can't see.
No, I don't even know what it means. I know what that means.
Yeah.
But and I know what that means.
So the Stones playing at the Jazz Festival, I have no problem with that. I think, listen, if they can play till they're 100, George Burns was doing comedy until he was 100. If you like performing and that's what you know, and they've been doing it now for 60 years, well, who cares? Let them go. Enjoy. Have a good time. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
I would imagine that the New Orleans Jazz Festival, whatever it is probably short of a few shekels. And they thought, well, we better get a top jazz band in to help us. And they thought, and you can imagine a management meeting there, can't you? Let's have a top jazz supporter to come in and lift the attendance. I'll tell you what, we'll have the Rolling Stones. Understand the logic of that? No.
Yeah, but the blues and the jazz are very close, right? So if you look at it in that respect, some of their older songs are,
with soap.
Why?
Well, because you do realize that we have a lot of men who watch who watched the channel in general.
When you say men, do you mean like men or like
no?
Men?
I mean like men. Those sort of.
Okay.
Oh God, I just did an advert or something then. That's only because
that's going to cost us.
It's only because the net's on like series 4 or whatever. She'd never seen it before. Funny. All right, so embarrassing. Embarrassing. Right. Okay. Now my second one, if we can get that up and have a look, is excitement. Well, I can't get it up because my excitement is not building for the 2024 Eurovision Song Contest, and nor did it sort of build for any other date between whenever it started and whenever this gay festival's about to end. No. But so I'm surrounded by people.
I know what it is, but I don't care. It's like watching The Voice or America's Got Talent or Europe's Got Talent or this one's got talent. I don't care. It does nothing for me.
It was originally meant as a showcase then for people who European artists then to showcase their work, their artistry on a European platform. Starts off with Beethoven's. So it's very European. It came out of that very we're all Europeans now. So nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But the last years, it's been and please don't send me death threats because I'm not looking for any this week. But it has turned into a gay festival. It's kind of almost been hijacked by that, which is okay.
Who has made this into a gay festival, if I may ask?
Yeah. I mean, it's okay if you kind of say it's what it is, but it's just so everywhere that you just think, well, why don't you just call it the Eurovision Gay Song Contest and they've done with it? But there you go. And the Dutch have got this sort of what they used to call here Gabba music, which is music. Which was big here in the 90s and the noughties, and they've got this Dutch guy who's got a song called Euro Papa.
Do you know that Morten's brother is a famous Euro artist in Norway? He has a very famous. I don't know if you've been on a show. Yeah, you were on a show with him. He's got 50,000 YouTube likes on a song, and he's a celebrity in Norway. And he's on the Ad Hoc show, and he's like the crazy grandpa. And I love this guy. He's funny, but his song, Morten told me what the words were. Something about like, get it up, can't get it up, baby. Oh no, that's Casey and the Sunshine Band. But anyway, it was he's very famous in Norway because he made fun of politicians.
Was it in Norwegian? Because this is the other debate, because they went through this thing like they all had to be in the national language, which meant, of course, that when everybody turned the volume down until your language came up, and then you turned it on, and then they said it's okay, we can do it all in English. So, but we've got a lot of stuff.
And by the way, let's not kid anybody. English is the national language of every country. Let's just not. I'm sorry. I mean, everybody speaks English, even though there's AI out there to help you.
No, I mean, some people in the land of the free would say it's not English; it's actually American. Is the language.
And those people that think that we speak American, let me see if I can put this gently, are fucking morons because they have no clue. Okay. I mean, I don't know if they realize.
Well, you have your own dictionary, don't you? I mean, was that the Webster or whatever, or
Merriam-Webster? Yeah, she is a lesbian. That's why we have it. Yeah. She was promoting gay pride before it was fashionable. Yeah.
But why
Anyway,
would you have
no, but
why would you have an American dictionary? Because there are
because here's why.
Americanisms.
Here's how we spell ass ASS or TRUMP. Either way. You guys spell ass in Europe, if you will, AR. I think it's ARAYES. And tires is TYERS, and we spell it TIR.
Yeah.
So there's some different spellings, and boot here means a boot, like I'm wearing a boot over there, and in Australia and other places means it's a trunk. Trainers are sneakers. I mean, like, and I've traveled the world, so I know what things mean. I know Adidas is Adidas, because Americans can't say Adidas for some reason because they're too stupid. You know what I mean? So it's like there's these nuances, but the thing is, because America, we want to be different. But, you know, it's okay to embrace certain things. Like I talk to people, as you know, my real job, singing the national anthem at cockfights outside of this. You know, everyone outside the United States, I have to speak in meters. I have to speak in Celsius. I have to speak in whether it's Euro. I mean, so you have to be well-rounded. So when I speak to someone outside the US, when we talk about trainers, I talk about they like my yellow Adidas. I'm like, I have Adidas. Oh, okay. And when they say boot and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, over the years, I've learned you just have to adjust. In air conditioning, no one in the world says air conditioning but us. Everybody says aircon.
No,
you know what I mean? It's like
airco here. So.
Yeah, and then in Asia, it's aircon. And in Europe, it's
but it's interesting. It's interesting because the purists, right? I mean, the purists of the English language say that Americans speak English as it originally. It kind of like stood still when you guys took it over. I
find that hard to believe that we speak the way that they spoke in, say, the England in 1600. I've read the stuff from 1600. We don't speak anything like that.
Yeah,
the colloquialisms and the elegance of it.
Got a lot of import. Got a lot of import.
And then the other
talking about strange things, really. I was watching a program last night. I think we were watching it, and it was about a very quarter of an hour, half an hour, a Dutch documentary about black rodeos. And this particular lady said, "Did you realize that the word cowboy is a racist word?" And yes.
Why?
Why? Because
so when I do the reverse cowgirl or the cowboy with the boom boom boom, that's a racist thing I'm doing. Oh wow.
Yeah, but the word itself is racist, which made me chuckle somewhat when you hear a lot. I mean, if you see a lot of these cowboy, followers in the US who.
Why is it racist though?
It's because of the word. It's because of the word "boy," because that would be you would be
stop.
This is where it comes.
This is what Bambi. This is what Bambi said because boy is in it. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Boy, this is so ridiculous bullshit.
No. It's because originally these black
cowboys,
cattle handlers, or people that were working on the ranches were always called boys, the boy.
Right, I got that.
Okay, and if they worked with the cows, they would be called a cowboy, and that's the root.
Cowboy goes. It's not to black people; it's to everybody. Cowboys. When I lived in Montana, cowboys, they didn't care about your color. You were a cowboy. Like you got on a horse, you rode, you punched a doggy, which means stamp the paddle. It's not racist. We listen. Here's what's even stupider. People now in South Africa, there's an article yesterday in the FT. You want to talk about stupid? Now they're relooking at Mandela as a sellout. The younger generation. The younger generation that's protesting Israel as a genocide because they attacked, got attacked and we back.
Oh yeah.
I saw a video. I saw a video the other. I don't know. I saw a video the other day. The idiots, all of them. I saw a video the other day that showed how long Israel has been getting attacked. It literally listed attacks from 1949 to 2024 or 2023. Like there must have been 150, 200 of them. And then, of course, it shows Israel attacking the thing and it says genocide. So to these college students that have their head up their ass, that don't know history, that don't know anything, you should do what our parents used to tell us. Shut up. Just sit there and look pretty. Go to school. Try to learn something. You have no opinion. You don't know anything about the world. The flip of it is...
Is it a proxy war? Is it a proxy war about young Americans being incredibly unhappy?
Stupid? No, they're stupid. There's a difference.
About decisions made.
No,
by
they're not
politicians on their
unhappy.
behalf.
They're not pleased. They've got free porn. They've got phones. They've got this. They can jerk off anytime they want. In fact, they don't have sex with each other because they don't go out of their houses. So they're definitely jerking off, masturbating. So no, young Americans are stupid. They don't know history. They don't know jack shit. And before you're going to go protest, you better know the history of it. So I have an issue, and I don't care if it's at Columbia or any of these universities. I have an issue when a bunch of young people go, this is terrible and blah, 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 blah. You know what? Go find out the history. And there was a guy that I saw the other night, a Muslim. I think he was either out of Riyadh or the UAE. And he was answering questions about Palestine and Israel. And this girl said, you know, Israel stole Palestine and that, blah, blah, blah. And he said, my dear, the Israelites have been around for 3 to 5 to 10,000 years. They've been there. The land they've got is 75 years old, 100 years old. That's fine. And he goes, most of the prophets, he said that I follow as a Muslim, that I believe in, are Jewish. And he said they need to get along. And he said, and I'm thinking to myself, and I would love to reach out and have him on the show, and if he wants to come on. And I was like, and this is a guy that, and I don't stereotype because, you know, we go to the Middle East for business all the time. I get along with everybody there. Nobody seems to have a problem. They don't care if you're Jewish, if you're black, if you're white, if you're straight, if you're this. They don't care. You're a human being.
As long as you got money. As long as you got money.
No, we don't talk about it. But my problem is these kids that don't know jack shit, that have never gone anywhere, never read a book, see stuff on TikTok because they don't read a newspaper. And then they're like,
well, they won't be doing that for very long, much longer.
Yeah, no, TikTok.
Oh, no.
Well, here's what's going to happen with TikTok in the United States. In 200 and some odd days, we're going to talk about this on Lost Dollar tomorrow. In 200 and some odd days, TikTok you'll no longer be able to download any more TikTok. You won't be able to upload, change your account or whatever. It's just going to be frozen unless it gets a US buyer. And that's
unless of course some liberal lawyer will say, well, it's unconstitutional because it's taken away my right of freedom of speech.
No, there's a national security thing that they can do. The problem with this is basically our government telling a country and a company, we don't really like you, so you have to sell. This is like a forced sale. That's a problem because as we do business, Americans all over the world, that's going to be a problem. Because if I'm doing business in a country, and now countries are going to be like, well, if America tells you to go pound salt, we didn't tell you to go pound salt. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem.
Well, they've been doing that anyway, Stephen, because they said to ASML, who were the chip makers to make chips, they said, a lot of pressure was put on them via the Dutch government and directly financially. Mm-hmm. You're not selling any more kit to the Chinese, right. and what it all sounds like Standard Oil all over again, doesn't it? Like, you're not doing this, we don't like it, somebody doesn't like it, let's just stop.
And then they just form other entities around the globe and do it anyway.
But then you go. We started off the show thinking that it might be a show that turned into Rant, so we're doing pretty good at the moment.
I think we're ranting well.
Yeah.
I just have an issue with people that don't read or don't know. I mean, I don't know everything. I mean, I do, but I don't like to say it. But I mean, I know enough that I've read and I'm well read.
To be dangerous.
Yeah. And so when I hear things, I'm just like, how stupid. And this TikTok thing, I get it. You think the Chinese government is spying on us? I don't really care that you're spying on a 14-year-old kid. They're fucking idiots. Full stop. Let's just be blunt. The kids in America are stupid. The kids in China, their TikTok is showing them how to be doctors and lawyers and build a bridge and build a car.
Yeah, maybe
you want to learn how to dance?
Somebody's woken up to that fact then maybe. It's the same here.
Instagram's no better. Instagram sucks. Are you kidding? Instagram's no better. I mean, I know we're on Instagram under two old farts making noises, by the way. Anyway, but we're on Instagram
for the next 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah, until they get rid of us, right? But Instagram is crap. I mean, we're off of X because what's his face, moron. No way we're supporting anything he does. So it's like it's very bad. Okay. I like YouTube. I like the fact we're on YouTube and we're on podcasts because. Listen, if you don't agree with us, you can turn us off. Or as most people do, they write nasty comments. And I'm good with it. but at least we have an opinion that's well read and that we can back it up. And most of our hosts, I would say all of them, same thing. Like they're all well read. They have a clue. So it's not like they're just speaking out of their ass like some college kid that doesn't have a clue because they're woke, which is the biggest bunch of BS I've ever heard. Back in the day, you were just taught to be a person.
Well, let's not worry about the woke because we were going to keep this as a short show today, and I've got a little bit of a nice ending to the show for us. But
so is the show done?
No, because you've only what have you had a rant about?
Nothing. I was just going off on your stuff. I like number 2 though.
Go on.
Number 6 is better. 6 is really good. Without cameras to go live, the Trump trial is providing the whatever of live blogs as news tools.
Yeah. So in other words, then people are actually writing stuff down and typing stuff into their computers, and then wait for this one, shock, horror, gasp, Stephen. People actually have to read it.
Yeah, but are they writing the truth?
Well, that's irrelevant. Who cares about the truth?
And in there, my friend, lies the rub. So it's just because somebody's sitting there and blogging on Instagram or Facebook or whatever they're doing.
It's a conspiracy theory now. Then, so you're saying
I don't listen. I don't read that crap. It's if you're not in a real newspaper, anything you say, I just think is bullshit. Or if you're not in a real book.
So are you insinuating then that a group of potentially pro-Trump bloggers could influence our outside view of the trial simply because they're the only people who are reporting on it?
For the stupid people, yes. For the people that have IQ points that are going to wait for a transcript of the trial or a summary by a couple of news agencies, then no. Like if someone blogs and go, "Oh, he was treated horribly," and this, I don't really care. Like, I don't care about that. I just want to know the facts of the trial. And listen, he's either guilty or he's innocent. He either paid hush money or he didn't. I saw yesterday, I think it was in the Financial Times or the New York Times, a guy who owns a tabloid paper was the guy who said we need to pay off whoever they paid off because he didn't want Trump to be labeled with infidelity. And I'm thinking, really? Because all of New York City knows that this is him. So I'm like, okay, so JFK slept with everybody. Okay, this is not like a secret. Like he had more mistresses than cigars, and that's fine.
But he got assassinated. You see, so that was I nearly said it's a good end to the story. But you know what I mean.
I understand, but my point, but I think he got, as they would say, whacked for a whole bunch of other reasons, and I had nothing to do with.
No, I don't think. I'm not suggesting in any way, shape, or form that anybody whacked him because of his infidelity. But it's just like it's all part of the. I'm a hamburger. Legacy.
But see, here's what my thing is. I don't really care if my president of my country is banging every 25-year-old girl in the world that wants to bang him because they're like, oh, he's the president. I want to have sex with him. God, go do it, buddy. Good for you. Block out 2 or 3 hours a day and go have your way. Good for you. Be like a rock star. Get 10,000 chicks, notches on your belt. I don't really care. And if you're a female president and you want to do it, I don't really care. I don't care about your fidelity. That has nothing to do with, in my mind, with your moral character, your moral code or whatever. It's just that, hey, you're horny. You want to go bada bing, bada boom, do it. I don't care. What I do care about, can you run the country, run a company? Can you do X, Y, Z? And can you do it properly? And in the United States, can you do it to the form of the Constitution? Other than that, I don't care what you do behind closed doors, peeing on Russian hookers. I don't care. If that's your thing, do not care.
Well,
I just need to know that you can run the country.
I'm quite shocked by this, Stephen. I'm quite shocked, in fact, by number 4, because I don't think, if anything has been, you see, I think it's the key here is it turns orange. I find it disturbing. Is that Trump again? Is he trying to turn Athens orange in some form of sort of world domination?
Yeah, sure. He's going. You know what? Number 4, Martian skies over Athens. Greece capital turns orange.
Trump orange.
Trump orange. I was going to say, it should just say Martian skies over Athens. It should be Trump skies over Athens. Greece's capital turns Trump orange with dust clouds from North Africa that Donald Trump caused. I think there you go. There's your story.
There you go.
There you go.
Now that's a short. That's our short from the show. Yeah. That should get us up. That should get us up.
Vicky will be out. Vicky's going to see that, and she is going to be like a little kid in the candy store, and she's going to be chopping that little short up. And Trump causes Greece to turn orange. That's going to be her. That's going to be her short, and that short will get like 50 million views, and she's going to be very happy. So there you go, Vicky. We gave you a short. Okay. Vicky's the girl who does our shorts, by the way.
We did just a shorter show this week. I mean, we may end up ranting about something else. But I thought, like every good magazine show, we should finish off with some special eye candy. So, so here we go. We're going to have this regularly. I think this is our AI Babe of the Week.
AI Babe of the Week.
Yeah.
Oh my God, where is this going?
Yeah. Well, I thought that would be quite interesting. Because
is this the girl? Is this the AI Babe right here?
Yeah, she's the AI Babe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's from a guy called Clarence Elford, I think.
Okay.
Found it courtesy of Pixabay, so all copyright to them, etc., etc. He's based in the USA, and he's producing AI babies or AI babes.
I'm sorry.
And so it seems to be a real trend. And I thought, well, why not? We've got a magazine show. Every good magazine's got a bit of eye candy. So I'm going to be running a series.
So this is our eye candy.
Yeah, this is number one of a series. Wait for it, guys. If you keep coming back to this show, I'm going to amaze you. We're going to have a series of AI babes from No Snobs or Knobs. Because I think the show needs it. The show needs it, Steve.
Sure, why not? And then for the female viewers, are we going to have AI hunks? Or are we just going to have AI babes?
Well, I thought this was the discussion that we should have. Comments below, please. I'm more than happy because this particular gentleman has a whole series of AI models that he's made. Both hunky and chunky, depending on your point of view. And yeah, so why don't we do? We could do one and one. We'll have a babe 1 week and a hunk the next week.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. Sure.
Well, I mean, we're up with the kids here. Everybody's doing AI. We needed to get AI into the show, as you know. And what better way can I spend, my pensioned life and times other than artificial women on the internet?
Well, because that's the only way a net won't kill you.
Yeah. Well, I could sort of justify that.
That's doing it for work.
No, Stephen. No. I can justify. I've justified it to myself because these particular people images portrayed are not real.
Oh.
So I'm having not real lustful thoughts about not real AI babes.
Gotcha.
Is that okay?
So AI babes are okay because they're not real. And you can have lustful thought. What are you, Jimmy Carter? You got lust in your heart all of a sudden? What the heck?
All of a sudden. Yeah. Giving up on peanuts. Giving up on peanuts.
Unbelievable.
So yeah.
Well, I like
there you go.
I like the new format for No Snobs or Not. I don't know if we need a host. I think the two of us will just do 30, 40 minutes on Friday or Thursday or whatever day this is for Saturday and just rant for fun.
Yeah. Rant.
No one will watch it, and I don't care because for me, this is just fun. I don't have to. I can just whatever.
Yeah. And of course, for me, if I get caught with these AI babes on my computer and say, "Hey, look, it's going on the next show," I've got this ultimate. So it's the win-win, a win-win-win-win-win.
As I said, now let me ask you this: does your special person? Does she watch any of the shows?
No.
Okay, so there you go.
No. Well, actually, that's not true. She does actually.
Okay.
And then she just says, whatever.
Why? Yeah, she's like, why are you here?
Well, it's better than therapy, cheaper than therapy.
That's very true. Very true. And the show with Sermon from the German that we just did with Brown Car Guy, we've got tons of shorts coming out because all the shorts talk about how to monetize your YouTube channel. And they're doing very well. Apparently, people want to know how to monetize a YouTube channel, and apparently, they like what we're doing because we bucked the trend and we're doing everything we're not supposed to, and it seems to work.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
So
said
that
that
was
thing
interesting.
yesterday to the guys. Like, we're bubbling around 70,000 subscribers.
I saw that.
And it was really interesting because all of a sudden, while I was thinking about that, something popped onto the radio, and I what? So every minute, somewhere globally, there is 500 hours of YouTube video being uploaded, and
Wow.
the fact that we can then encourage at least 70,000 people to ignore that
and come to us
and come to the 2OF Entertainment Channel, I think is an absolute compliment. To our hosts and our creators and the people who make it. No, I mean, we took the first step on the journey, but they're certainly building the road to success.
Yeah, a lot of shows. It's very, very cool. We're very, very grateful, and thank you to all the subscribers and fans. And if you don't like this show, don't watch it. There's 20 other shows on our channel. You can figure it out. Go to the playlist. You can see them all. My favorite, though, right now is the Habana dinner drink show because
but it's only because it allows you to continue with your alcohol abuse.
Thank you very little. And what people don't realize is that Rizzo.
Oh, we do realize. We do. Trust me. We all realize.
Yes, because in that big blue glass was basically scotch. And my neighbor said to me the other day, because he saw me walking with my blue glass, he goes, "Is that your first drink of the day?" And I said, "Only in my left hand." But anyway, the thing is that I like about it is because we get to have our fantasy dinner guests, and we dress.
Yes.
We dress formal. We wear tuxedos and jackets, and it's a very very old world. Unfortunately for me, we tape that show at 6 o'clock in the morning my time. So I get to drink scotch, which is basically a food group, and a cigar, starting my day at 6 o'clock, which is no different than any other day. But usually I don't do it on camera. So to me, it's like, this will work. So, and Riz thinks it's hysterical.
Yeah, well, hats off to you. I would take my hat off to you, but I'm not wearing one. But hats off to you, and for doing that. It's an interesting concept. I'm excited to see. We've got some really. We spoke very briefly about it yesterday. I think we've got some great stuff coming up. I think you're going to have a Halloween party, a Christmas party.
Yep.
Be like the Playboy house all over again with you two. So it'll be interesting to see who's going to join.
And I'm going to have to take a trip to London apparently because we've been invited at a very famous restaurant for Scotch and Cigars and a show.
Oh wow!
So I'm going to have to go do a couple shows. It looks like in the old country. So I'll be crossing the pond at some point and do that.
Land of my fathers.
Yeah, that'll be a fun show. We'll see how that's going to be. I don't know if they're ready for the yank.
No. Well, who is?
Nobody is. That's very true.
Yeah.
So everybody, thank you for watching. This turned out to be like a normal show instead of a whatever show. We'll be back next Saturday morning. I think the show airs at 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday Eastern time. That's New York. Podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. If you like the show, that's great.
They won't be able to see the AI babe though, will they, on the podcast?
But that's okay. That'll force them to come over to YouTube. If you've got comments, suggestions, or if you want to be a guest and you have a rant, we'll put you on. And if you think I could rant as a host, then be our host ranter. Be our host ranter. We'd like that, or a co-host ranter.
Co-host ranter,
or a guest ranter. You could be a guest ranter.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Or you could be a cowboy. Apparently.
Yeah, you can be whatever you like.
That's our show. We're an equal opportunity show, so that's why it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm so going to take this Cowboys and thing.
Yeah, I'm going to take. I'm so fascinated. I'm going to stop the show now. So thank you, Stephen.
Always good to see you, David. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. It helps the channel. Cheers.
Bye.